There is a silence that goes deeper than sleep, a place where the laws of biology say the end. But in the court of heaven, the grave is merely a holding cell. For 4 days, the threshold of the incorruptible remained unchallenged. The soul was gone, the door was shut, and the case was supposedly closed. But listen closely, for the sound of a higher jurisdiction is approaching, not for a visit, but for a full-scale audit of the afterlife. He does not negotiate with the darkness. He issues a divine subpoena that forces the molecular structure of the universe to obey a sovereign recall. As the stone begins to tremble, recognizing the voice of its creator, physics is overridden by a legal decree. Lazarus isn't just being resurrected, he is being summoned back to duty by the only authority that holds the keys to the void. There is a heavy weight to the air when eternity is forced to reverse its course. A tension felt in the very marrow of the earth as the jurisdictional walk begins. We look at the dust and see an end, but the king looks at the dust and sees a subject that must answer its name, triggering a biological override that makes the dry bones tremble. Beneath the surface of the physical world, a celestial protocol is being activated, and the gate of the afterlife groans as its ancient bolts are forced back by an unseen hand. Every step toward the tomb is a strike against the gavel of the universe, proving that the modern disconnect is about to be shattered by a reality that is both ancient and absolute. This is the moment where the recalled wordmark is etched into history, shifting the scene from the cold stone of the grave to the luminous peace of Abraham's bosom. As the shadows retreat, we realize that even the bliss of paradise must momentarily give way to the necessity of a public miracle, ensuring that every witness knows who holds the final authority over the breath of man. To return from perfection is a quiet tragedy. Lazarus awakens not with joy, but with the heavy realization that he has been pulled back into a world of gravity and pain. As the golden light of paradise fades, he is caught in a cosmic transaction that cannot be undone. The key of David turns in the lock of history, shattering the obsidian doors of the grave through a sheer legislative act of the heavens. This is the linguistic war cry of the Creator, vibrating through limestone until the earth itself yields to his targeted power. This is the official stamp of the King, a royal decree written in white fire that cancels the debt of death and summons the soul back to the land of the living. The silence of the tomb is broken by a violent rhythm. The biological awakening begins as a pale, dormant heart is sparked into a golden, pulsing fire. Under the heavy, spice-stained linen, the first gasp of mortal air triggers a shroud displacement, forcing the dust of 4 days into the light. With a sudden kinetic snap, the binding of death is shattered, and Lazarus sits upright in a moment of vertical shift that defies every law of the grave. He reaches the threshold, moving from the dark cave into the blinding sunlight as the burial wraps fall away like a discarded cocoon. The witnesses watch in a state of holy terror, their tears of grief turning into the shock of the impossible. This is the ledger of life being rewritten in real time, a jurisdictional audit that proves the debt has been paid. In this final aha moment, we see the truth. The recall was never just a story, but a legal certainty that still echoes through the universe today. The stone has been rolled away, but the weight of the miracle remains. The word mark re-entry burns into our vision, reminding us that recalled is now the permanent status of the human soul. This is your modern mirror, a bridge spanning 2,000 years, proving that the same hand reaching out of that dark cave is reaching for you today. The legal precedent is now set in the courts of eternity. The jurisdiction of death has been permanently revoked. As our pulses align in a global heartbeat sync, we realize that the tomb was never meant to be a destination, but a doorway. This is your call to action, to step out of the shadows of your own past and into the light of a new decree. The digital bridge is open and the final evidence is clear. The tomb is empty, the price is paid, and the silhouette of the open door is an invitation to life. Everything has changed. The logo of your life is being rewritten. The fade to white is not the end, but the beginning of a story that will never be recalled again. The stone has moved, but the weight of the miracle remains. The word mark re-entry burns into our vision, proving that recalled is now the permanent status of the human soul. Look into this modern mirror, a bridge spanning 2,000 years, showing that the same power that reached into that dark cave is reaching for you today. The legal precedent is set. The jurisdiction of death has been revoked. As our pulses align in a global heartbeat sync, we realize the tomb was never a destination, but a doorway. This is your call to action, to leave the shadows and step into the light of a new decree. The digital bridge is open, the final evidence is clear, and the silhouette of the open door is your invitation. The logo of your life has been rewritten. In this final fade to white, we see that the end was only the beginning.